What do you got for me? Ember Staff! Oh, let's go! We've got our banker's note. What? What is the point of this relic? It doesn't work!
Did you bargain?
No! Weeble! What? Oh my god! I did 150k!
You're short, you're bad at the game, and you can't even kill Zamorak.
You! In 3, in 2, in 1! Come on, come on, come on! Let's go! Boom! It's done! No way! No way! There's no way! That's small. Boom! Oh my god! What? That's what? Bang! 224! Holy 224! Bang! Let's go! Oh, what the? What? No way! There is no way! I've never had a double drop in my life with this boss! Charge! Boom! I teleported! What? If it is Nexus 4, I'm going on my trip. I'm just leaving. I'm getting on my plane and I'm leaving. Brother, what the f? Are you kidding me? In 3, in 2, in 1. Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Double rim! World first! There's no way! There's actually no way! That is so insane! I'm kidding. That's it. Done. Let's go! Yes! Are you ready? 3, 2, done! Yes! Boom! So I'm kind of hoping that I don't get a drop on a reroll. Oh my god! Just kidding! I'm absolutely kidding! I take it back! 3, 2, 1! Yes, let's go! Let's freaking go, dude! Yes! 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 Okay! Back to the G! Quick! Did I win? No shot! What? Wait, what? A double drop? It's done! Let's go! Bang! With the teleport. Holy shit. Done. Let's go! Golden defeater completed. Oh, we cooked that P11. Nice and easy. Nice and smooth with it.
All right, and I just went like that. Ow.
Good morning, gamers. How is everyone doing today? What is up, New Gamer? What is up, Zebra Bubbles? Cam, Cambridge, Tommy. What is up, Pingstar, Agent Rui, Trop Gamer. What is it, Patchy Strong, Chunky Or, Bad Ring. What is good? Sherbert, what's good? Iris Prodigy, what's good? Kelso, what's good? Octa Kick, how are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Beat Soup, welcome to the stream. Agent Rui, welcome in. Super Cat, welcome in. 5 a.m. How are you doing today? Squid, welcome to the stream. Clara B, what's good? Hi Fuss, what's good? Nunu, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Hello. So, we should probably discuss what happened. I think there's an elephant in the room. And I don't mean Pippin somewhere in the room walking around, making the floor shake. I mean an actual non-physical elephant in the room. Which is that I have not streamed since Monday. It has been 4 full days. So basically, this is what happened. We had a storm on Tuesday, and the wind from the storm knocked down a bunch of the power lines in my city. Okay? Power outage lasted like, I don't know, 6-7 hours. Not a big deal. But unfortunately, in Canada, there are really just 2 ISPs. There's Bell and there's Rogers. Rogers has sort of slightly more reliable service, but they don't have good upload speeds. Whereas Bell has the fiber to the home. They have the fastest speeds. I am with Bell. Unfortunately, Bell routers have a flaw with their power supply units, where, and I shit you not, this is real. If they are unplugged for more than a few hours and then plugged back in, so, you know, something like a power outage, about half of this model of router, a power surge goes into the device and fries it. So when 66,000 homes in Ottawa lost power all at the same time, and then the power came back for all of those houses at the same time, and half of those houses were Bell Internet customers, anybody want to guess what happened? 30,000 people's routers broke all at the same time. And then what happened is all of those people went to get replacement routers, obviously. So within 5 hours, the entire city had 0 routers left. I called every single Bell store within 2 hours of my house. Every single one. Hey, do you guys have the GigaHub routers? No, whole city's out of them. Do you know when you'll be getting them back? Nope, no idea. We're completely out. So basically, I have had no internet for 4 days. Until today, where we convinced them to mail a new router to our house. So have a new router installed today. We're good. We're back. But this was very bad because not only, obviously, internet is very important for streaming. It's also important for like recording videos and everything else. But my entire system, the entire RS Guy operation, operates on my NAS. The entire operation is on this NAS. This is what Nathan edits off of. This is what Pup uses. This is what I use to edit on. Everything is on here. All of my footage is on here. Everything is on here. And with no network, there is no NAS. So quite literally every single project we've been working on had to just grind to a halt. We literally could not work on anything. Which, yeah, has led me to believe I think once I move, I need a backup situation. I think what we need is I need to be on multiple ISPs at the same time. Because, yeah, this was bad. This was like everything exploded at once. Now, the one good thing is, I did a lot of tethering off my phone. I did a lot of scripting videos. I wrote about 5,000-6,000 words of video scripts. I've recorded a bunch of audio. I recorded a bunch of video. Like, I actually did, like, manage to utilize the time, but not doing the stuff that I needed to do or wanted to do. So, yeah, anyway, all that to say, I do apologize for being gone. I was getting some messages, people who were, like, worried and, like, hoping nothing bad happened. Yeah, I'm good. We didn't have internet. I used about 50 gigabytes of data, too, tethering off my phone. That was pretty cool. What else happened? That was most of what happened. Oh yeah, the one other thing is you are gonna notice the camera is both different and in a different spot. I'm playing around with some different stuff there. Yeah, you'll notice it looks a little different. Basically what ended up happening is I switched from the portrait lens to a non-portrait lens so that I can actually have the camera in a better spot so that my monitor isn't like in the frame. So just to say, the camera is going to look a little different. Let me know if there's anything bad about it, anything good about it, whatever else. I just want to say, if you're watching the stream, you're like, ooh, something feels a little off. Yeah, that would be why. I do not see a difference. Perfect. That's great. That is ideal. That's actually exactly what I was hoping for. But yeah, with that said, we're back just in time for Haven Heights on Monday, and very exciting on this one. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but I'm going to anyway. We are becoming a Grandmaster tomorrow. We will be starting the stream at 10 a.m. Eastern. The stream will be ending at around 5 p.m. Eastern, or before that if I can get it done before that. But the cool thing, and this is the actual cool thing, Twitch has given me access to a new feature called events. And the way that events work is they allow you to, for the duration of an event, give out a unique one-time only chat badge. And what that means is during tomorrow's stream. Now, first off, the point of this feature is to monetize. So it's like, okay, if people gift subs, they can get the bet. Cool, right? But I hate monetizing. And monetizing is stupid. So you can also reward a different badge for people just watching the stream. A watch time reward, optional. My different badge is the same badge. So basically, if you watch tomorrow's stream for an hour, you will get the badge. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's permanent forever, if it lasts for a month or a week, or I don't know how it works. All I know is anybody who watches the stream tomorrow for over an hour should get a unique custom Grandmaster RS Guy chat badge. For the people. So anyway, I'm pretty excited. Stream will be starting around 10, should be ending around 5. How's it unique if we all get it? So it's unique to the people that were here watching the Grandmaster stream. It's basically a badge to signify that, like, you were here. It's like an I was here badge. Does that make sense? So you'll get a Grandmaster badge for watching the Grandmaster stream. We're gonna test out. I'm kind of excited. I think it's something I'd love to play around with more in the future. But yeah, anyway, it's a new Twitch feature. I don't know how it works. I've never used it before. I thought it would be a good opportunity. What game time is that? 2 p.m.? FOMO badge? What? I feel like if I was charging for it, it would be more of a FOMO badge. But also, you don't need to be fearful if you don't want to. You could just... I don't know. It's just meant to be a thing for people watching the stream. So that if you're here when I become a Grandmaster, you can, you know? But yeah, anyway. So that is the rundown. The other thing, obviously, is I haven't played RuneScape all week. And one of the concerns I have is we're getting Grandmaster tomorrow. I'm still 240 enrage off of Grandmaster. So the goal for today is, one, in the next like 2-ish hours, I want to do as much pushing as we can. Just get striking distance. I need striking distance. But far more importantly than that, there was actually a giga blog that came out today talking about player-owned housing, and I wanted to go over it. So that's the plan. We'll start there, and then we gotta get some pushing on. Also, it's my brother's 30th birthday today, and he'll be coming by later, so today's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream, but realistically, the second I had internet, I wanted to go live. So that is what we did. When I think the Zammy Talk 3 will come out? Well, now that our systems are operational again, next video is going to be Zuck. Video after that is going to be Melee DPS. Video after that is going to be Keybind Guide. Video after that is going to be Magic DPS. Video after that is going to be Zammy Talk Through. That's sort of the rough plan. But yeah, anyway, all that to say, I missed you guys. And Infueco, thank you for the sub, appreciate it. I'm the Eggman, thank you for the sub. Santa, thank you for the sub. Rob, thank you for the sub, appreciate you all. Yeah, no, I really missed you guys. It genuinely sucked not being able to stream. Like, it was so, it wasn't fun. I considered bringing my whole setup to a friend's house and streaming from there, but I realized, like, the amount of time it would take to bring my whole setup, it was not worth it. But anyway, all that to say, we've got a blog to read. Wait, that's the wrong one. Wait, you didn't stream all week? No, I couldn't. I didn't have internet. Not only did I not have internet, but for part of it, my house also didn't have power. It was like 0 for 2. You should have both an on-site and an off-site storage for your important stuff. It could be something like a NAS in another house as well as your own, or a cloud storage or something similar. Prevent internet issue, but also in case of an even worse event. Not having everything saved in one location. So I tend to agree with you. I think realistically, when I move, I will look at some contingencies, but also at the same time, I'm not spending 500, 600 bucks a year in order to facilitate a backup system. So yeah, I don't know exactly what the right answer is, but we'll do something. I concur. You got a hybrid Zcape, congratulations. Was the storm cool? You know, I'm not gonna lie, I mostly slept through it. I woke up and turned my computer on to go to work, and my computer just didn't turn on. And I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, it wasn't great. Not great for the RS guys systems, but yeah, no, definitely I will take some steps so that if this happens again, everything doesn't screech to a halt. Not spending money to facilitate a backup system, send us spoken moments for disaster. No, it's just like I don't want to pay like an expensive monthly situation for a backup system. One-time purchases super happy to do, but the whole point of getting the NAS was that we don't need to rely on like cloud storage services like Mega anymore. So yeah, we'll figure it out. Any difference with MP5, P6? Yes, start using Devotion and Reflect. Just buy 17 gigahubs? That's true. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's the meta. Does your new router have the same self-destruct feature your last one did? Yup, sure does. It's exactly the same. Sorry. It's electrolytes, but they're very chalky. I'm not loving that. We need more gigahubs. So here's the funny thing. They actually sent me 3 accidentally. Can I have access to the NAS? You have access to the NAS. What do you mean? But you know, they accidentally sent me 3. So I actually do have 2 backups. Get a UPS? I have a UPS. It was plugged into a UPS. So Jake, the issue wasn't about it being plugged into the wall. It's plugged into a surge protector. It's the connection between the brick and the router that goes kablooey. So it doesn't matter if it's surge protected. Pretty awesome, right? Hope you have the NAS found VPN or at least MFA'd. Yeah, so here's the current situation with the NAS. Because it's only used for storing RS guys stuff, and it's very password protected and everything else, realistically, it's not the end of the world. Like, if somebody hacked into it and deleted everything on it, like, it would be bad, but it wouldn't, like, there's nothing sensitive on there, which is good. But yeah, no, I will figure it out. I mean, a battery backup. Yeah, no, it is battery backup too. It's both. It was both. But the power outage was so long, Jake, that my battery backup ran out of power. It's MFA'd huge. Hi, Gupard. Thank you for the 52 months. Appreciate it. How's your day going? It's good that I'm live. I'm happy about that. I'm excited about this blog. I've heard some rumblings that it's pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, no, I have my router and my NAS on a battery backup because the NAS shutting down like improperly is really bad. But yeah, anyway, all that to say, I miss you guys. I'm glad to be back, and let's get it. I think it's reading time. Oh yeah, also Mitzi, you might notice the camera is different. We did some camera stuff. Okay. We want to help build a picture of what this update is setting out to achieve by setting out some foundational design details as they've started to come together. With the update being slated to launch later this year, today serves as an early insight into where we're headed. There's plenty of stuff to preview, though some things may change as we continue through development. Today also includes a couple of opportunities to take community discussions on board to help shape aspects of the update. So do stick your oar in on those matters? Sorry, what? Am I uncultured or is that not a thing? What do they mean by that? Also, I want something to listen to, but something a little less, let's see. That's a thing? I assume it's a weird British thing? Okay. Fair enough. As with our general approach to RuneScape these days, it's our intention to update or implement things in such a way that they can easily be expanded and built upon for the foreseeable future. With that in mind, the upcoming changes to the POH will enable us to keep this aspect of RuneScape integral to the experience and relevant for many years to come. Okay. What is our vision for construction as a skill and the POH? Bro, can I just say, the fact that they're doing this makes Fort for N3 such a mistake, it's unbelievable. Like, if they were gonna do this, the entire fort makes no sense. But yeah, we keep it moving. Let's start here. Everything that follows will tie into this fundamental vision. Construction as a skill should remain rooted in the game as the housing skill. We simply can't see a world where the construction skill exists, but housing does not. Okay? The clue's in the name after all. It's a skill that allows you to best express your creativity, wealth, and personalization. Our existing POH, henceforth referred to as the POH system, is one of creating your house and then largely ignoring its existence, barring the occasional niche use case, such as a gilded altar or armor storage. As part of the rework, we're setting out to create a housing system that you will want to return to on a repeated basis and throughout all of your adventures in Gielinor, regardless of whether you're taking it easy or you're maximizing efficiency. Your visits may be brief, but they should always be worthwhile. And such loops should not just integrate into, but perhaps even embody the very heartbeat of your play session. The house should offer you high utility features with functionality that is useful to tap into between most of your other activities in RuneScape. It'll also offer you the chance to build and collect hundreds of items to your POH from across the game. Okay, initial thoughts. This is sick. This is absolutely perfect. Like, I love this idea. I feel like people have been saying it for years, but a POH where you want to customize it and make it look good because you're going to be there a lot, and it's like useful. I love this so far. Strong start. Okay, what's next? But what does that mean? Think about it this way. When completing a run in an activity, be that Slayer, farming, archaeology, or others, the house can be a place to drop in briefly at before using it to also more speedily access the next part of your run. Importantly, the idea here is to simplify your game experience rather than add a layer of complexity to it. So I absolutely love that. I think something that I have always remembered about the POH, like if you go back, and I'm going to kind of age myself a bit here, but back in the day when I initially made this house, it was the coolest, most rewarding experience ever because what happened? I had my gilded altar, but I also had my portal room. And these were all teleports that either, like the Varrock one was really expensive, or this portal, as an example, the Kirill portal was the sickest thing ever. Because for all of my RuneScape activities, I needed to be on the normal spellbook, and this is an ancient teleport that will take you to Canifis. This is obviously before the Lodestone Network existed. And you can see how, like, building my house and training construction felt very valuable because, holy crap, it basically gave me access to the entire right map of the RuneScape world. Like, if you open the world map, it quite literally gave me access to this entire continent. Almost continent that I wouldn't have had access to otherwise. So that's a really good example of like POH used to feel really, really, really worthwhile to work on and build because of what it gave you access to. So anyway, that is one of my thoughts. Obviously, like boxing ring, stuff like that, cape rack, whatever. Like this stuff isn't terribly important, but I think over the years, as QOL has become so much more free and abundant, most of these things now have absolutely no value. They don't matter at all. And that's something that, like, it feels like to me they are going to be making changes to. Because I believe the last time there was an update to the POH was this room 11 years ago. But yeah, anyway, that's my big thing about POH is, like, it's just... it has no purpose. There's no reason to go here, but I love the idea that like you're doing a farm run, your best teleport to a farm patch is something that you can only get in the POH, and it's an infinite teleport to a spot from your house. So you're using your house as your access point to teleports. Another thing that I thought would be really cool is, we talked about this before, I don't know if they'll necessarily do this, but the way that lodestones work is kind of weird, because when you think about it, the way that a lodestone network is supposed to work is it's supposed to be an interconnected network of stones that allow you to teleport from one to the next, right? But because you can teleport to any lodestone from anywhere, arguably the lodestone network isn't actually a lodestone network, unless your character is also canonically a lodestone. So my, like, I mean, I don't even think it's a hot take, but my suggestion is, like, I think Dragon Wild's lodestones are perfect. Dragon Wild's lodestones, the way that they work is you have to drop a lodestone to connect to the network. So what I was thinking is it could be kind of cool to actually make a teleport room for your POH, and you get a lodestone in your house. And then that allows you to teleport to your house to access the network. So anyway, that's how I would personally do it. I think if you just delete lodestones, that's going to be way too annoying for people. But you can make it part of your POH loop if you wanted to. How does that improve the game and make it enjoyable? It basically brings value back to teleport unlocks. And also the magic skill. But yeah, anyway, that was just a thought I had. I think realistically, some people love lodestones. The idea that you never have to traverse the world, Jagex has gone out and said they don't like it. They think it is bad. That your gameplay, for the most part, is teleporting between different hubs. So, I don't know. Don't get mad at me, get mad at them. That's what they said. I'm trying to solve a problem that they have brought up as a problem. So, if you don't think it's a problem, you can argue with me about it, but there's kind of no point. I'm arguing off of what they have said about it. But yeah, anyway. Require lodestones to be unlocked via magic. Yeah, you could do that too, right? You could do that as well. Either way, that's just an example of, like, something that I could see being cool for the POH, right? Imagine if this entire network of really overpowered teleports was accessible not via something permanently on your UI, but by something in your house. I don't know. I think I'd be personally cool with that. Some people are gonna be like, but Ryan, that makes it so much harder to teleport. It's like, okay, it makes it 2 seconds harder to teleport. It's not, it's not the end of the world. It's just, it ties into the game better, right? It doesn't really make thematic sense that your character has an infinite teleport network across the whole world at all times. But yeah, anyway. That sounds like an annoyance that is an improvement in literally 0 ways. Okay. You're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. I feel like I explained why I feel like it would fit the game better, but sure. I guess. Do I want wars removed as well? So here's a problem with wars. It's very overpowered. And PVM loops are currently kill boss once, reboost, kill boss once. I would like them to get back to the idea that longer trips is beneficial. That doesn't mean they need to remove wars, but I'd absolutely be open to them reworking how it works. People that make up spoiled, you take the spoon out of their mouth and they complain. That's what it is, right? I think if you nerf anything at all, people get angry. Like, we've even seen it with combat stuff, right? Every combat style got giga buffed, and then magic got nerfed by like 1%, and people were rioting in the streets. And it's just like melee got 30% DPS, and then it got nerfed down to be plus 20%. So 20% better than it was 2 weeks ago, and people were upset. People were sending me hate comments for getting melee nerfed because I did a gem where I did a lot of damage with melee. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, they have to be able to make changes to the game. If they can't change anything about the game, there's no point even having these discussions. So, all that to say, like, I don't know. I'm not saying they should delete wars, but if the devs think that wars loops are a problem and they want to change them so that you actually have to care about the length of your trip, is that a nerf to the game? Like, yeah, your kill per hour at a boss is gonna go down. I think they should be allowed to do that if they want to. If they think the game is better, and as a cost of it, your KPH goes down slightly, I personally, that's fine. They need to be able to actually make changes to stuff, right? So when I see in this blog, they're talking about making POH part of your loop that's really important. To me, this means they are going to be taking stuff away from stuff and putting it in POH. They're going to do this. I would guarantee you they're going to do this. So you can get mad about it now, or you can get mad at me for suggesting it. But when you read the words that your visit should always be worthwhile, and they should embody the heartbeat of your play session, including offering high utility features with functionality, and then they specifically mention farm runs, slayer runs, archaeology, drop into your house, and using it to speedily access the next part of your run. They are specifically saying that their intent for the POH is to put things like better teleports on the POH. So anyway, feel free to mold. I don't get mad at me. Get mad at them if you want to get mad at anybody. That's what they're gonna do. It's very obvious that that's what they're gonna do. The game needs more QL that comes from working for it rather than being given it. I personally agree with that. I think you can... One of the reasons like why RuneScape doesn't have a lot of like valuable unlocks in anything other than PVM is because everything else is just kind of given to you. Where, I don't know, I wouldn't hate it if there were some really sick farming teleports that only exist in the POH. So as you get to a level of construction, it's like, sick. Instead of having to run from this further spot, I can go to my house and it's a faster, better way to complete my farm run. I love stuff like that. I think it's good. The only place I see people is worse. Well, that's the thing about the hubs, right? The hubs concentrate everybody in 3 places. Everybody in the game is in the Max Guild, Fort Fryn 3, or Warriors Retreat. But because of that, those 3 places are full and the rest of the world is empty. I've said this before, but if you teleport to Lumbridge and run to Varrock, I'm not going to see a single player, right? And that's the thing about the hubs. Great, you're concentrating people in 3 spots. What about when you're not in those 3 spots? I'm not going to see a single person. And to me, this makes the game feel more dead than concentrating everybody in 3 locations makes the game feel alive. That's a personal opinion, obviously, but I think it'd be cool if you actually saw people traveling the world to play the game sometimes. Even like a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I found a person. Oh, it's a chatter. Doesn't count. Does not count. Twitch chatter. Doesn't count. Gold cloak. But yeah, anyway. For what it's worth, I don't think POH solves the issue of people being seen in the overworld. Yeah, no, it doesn't necessarily. But we were talking about Warriors Retreat, right? And people were saying, oh, but Warriors Retreat's so important because that's where I see people. But maybe it'd be better if you could see people in more than 3 different spots. But yeah. Anyway. Cool. Let's keep reading the blog. The idea here is to simplify your game experience rather than adding complexity to it. Yeah, so it seems like they want to make your POH the teleport hub. But wait, there's more. The POH should be the embodiment of your personal journey through RuneScape, able to display achievements and things you've earned that matter to you. That's cool. I think a really good example of that is like once you complete the Mighty Fall quest, I want to be able to display Xanax's decapitated head on the wall of my mantle. That is what I wish for. What? Finally, an important consideration of the POH is that its current existence is very solo play-oriented. Social aspects house parties existed, but no longer really link into a wider gameplay cycle. With the new housing system, we want to ensure that POH isn't a cut-off part of the game that pushes you away from hubs. Instead, we want to ensure that making use of POH can be a more social experience. Bearing that in mind, we're not looking to add full bank access to the house or create new workbenches that would enable skill training as a solo activity. We'll get more to all the above in the following paragraphs. Now that we've cemented the foundations, let's get into the exciting details. Okay. I mean, it makes sense, right? They don't want to just put a bank in the POH so that people skill the POH. That's like the Fort Frinth design. Okay, so let's see what they're actually going to do. Hyper customizable. Very excitingly, we want to offer a much greater degree of personalization and customization to how you place your rooms and furniture, along with a much more modern and easy-to-use build system. We're decoupling furniture from specific rooms. No longer are you forced to have your larder in your kitchen, enjoying quick access from the bedroom for a midnight snack. Now possible. So I could put... Could I put a fire pit in my teleport room? Like a PvP one? Of course, as with anything, there might just be some rule sets we've got to put in place just to stop you putting trees in the bathroom. Why can't I put trees in the bathroom? What? But for now, we're setting up how our own JMods can get to decorating before cementing these too heavily. The overall intent is to give you freedom you need to create something awesome. This does also mean that you could theoretically mix and match house styles, perhaps merging the feel of a cozy mountain cabin with that of a tree beach house with palms. The system we're developing will allow you to click any tile to place an object. But then they may also be able to click and drag it anywhere else or swap it with another object. Walls would also be implemented in a way that you could place objects on them. The system won't be limited to just furniture either. It should extend to be able to easily and quickly shift entire rooms or groups thereof. Atop a free placement, you'll be able to rotate any of your objects as you see fit, just for that extra personal touch. Okay, so someone said chains in the bedroom.
Xnovax donated $100. Hi Ryan, welcome back. Do you think we can do kills tomorrow?
Okay, Hexovax, I need you to stop donating me money. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the 100. Do appreciate it. Yeah, why don't you just DM me? And if you want to go to AOD, I can take you. I can't take you during my Grandmaster event though. So we can figure it out, but you can just message me. It's okay. We'll figure it out. Let me know when you're around and we can do it. Also, thank you. I do really appreciate it. We don't need to communicate this way. We do not need to communicate this way. But yeah, thank you. Yes. No, I'm not selling carries. What? Leave me alone. Absolutely not. This is entirely against my will. No, so the context is Hexnovax donated last week and then said, take me to AOD. And I was like, no, but also like, I'm happy to take people to bosses. Just DM me. Don't pay me. Just ask and I can teach me. I like teaching people bosses. It's cool. I'm very happy to.
Hexnovax donated $50. It's fun though. Crying face emoji.
What if it's not fun for me though? What if Hex is banned from Twitch chat, so donating it is their only way of communicating? Dude, I feel like an e-girl with a DM fee. It's like, you know, the like $800,000 DM fee? That's how I feel. But yeah, thank you. I do appreciate it. But yeah, no, genuinely, I would appreciate it if we could just DM. We could just figure it out. I genuinely feel weird taking your money. But yeah. Okay. Thank you, though. Like, I do appreciate it. I don't want to sound ungrateful. I'm just like, I don't know how to react to this. I feel like that makes sense. Okay. Also, really quick. Byron, talk later. Take it easy. No, it's one of those things, chat, that's like, how do I describe this? I super appreciate the support, but I also, like, I need to be resistant to the idea that, like, if you donate money, I will change my plan for my stream. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't think it's fair to the people watching if someone were to donate and be like, I want you to take me to this place now, and then I would drop everything because they gave me money to go do the thing that they told me to. You know what I mean? It needs to just not be like that, if that makes sense. That's more what it is, right? There are easier ways. Slippery slope. Yeah, no, it's one of those things, right? Where it doesn't need to be a monetary exchange. If you would like me to take you to a boss, just DM me. Or ask in my PVM help chat rooms, or my team forming chat rooms in my Discord that are open to everybody. And I feel a lot better about that, because then I can do it when it feels like a good time for me, right? I don't want to feel like pressure to like, oh, this person gave me money and therefore I don't want to feel like because they did that without like checking with me, like I have to make time for this in the next X amount of time. I'd just rather it be a little more chill than that. Also, I'm going to open my window really quick. Give me 1 second. But yeah, anyway, I think that makes sense. Merely popping into the joke? Nah, you're good. Don't worry. I know. Just some people won't understand it. And that's sort of where I'm at with it. But yeah. Outside of that, though, HexOfX, I do very much appreciate the support. It means a lot. And I will DM you. Back to the news post. Okay, yeah, so they're talking about making everything hyper customizable. That's cool. Realistically, this doesn't matter unless the POH is worth going to. I think RuneScape players are in a current state where, like, if your house looks sick as heck, but it's 1% worse than doing something anywhere else, you're never going to visit. So I think that's a big part of it, if that makes sense. But yeah. Room shapes. One pain point we're keenly aware of is how restrictive the current POH system can feel. You're mostly limited to a single room shape that has largely predefined furniture slots in it. Let's get rid of that limitation. We want to offer new room shapes beyond the simple size squares by adding corridors, octagons, larger and smaller size squares, along with cross pieces which offer more transitionary room to different parts of the house. We really want to unlock the creativity and let you create something incredible that feels and matches your vision of an in-game dream house. That's very cool. I think in general, I quite like that. I quite like that. Will the new POH let Lanica move in? Probably not. Furniture. You better sit down for this bit. We've reconsidered the way construction is trained, as the old format doesn't work with the new system, especially considering the decoupled furniture slots. If the old current way of training construction is largely focused on building a spot, the new system will indeed focus on building an object. They will like creating furniture objects that are placed in your POH invent, perhaps called a furniture trunk, which you can then place wherever you want in the house. Not happy with where you place everything? No worries. Pull it up and send it back to your furniture trunk to start over without having to shell out 25 million GP for another demon throne. If you decide that instead of just that one throne, you want to tastefully scatter loads of them across your house, no one is going to stop you. You'll be able to place as many of the same furniture type as you'd like. Can you imagine a flex room? Can you imagine a room where you just fill it up with 300 demonic thrones just to say that you sunk 10 bill into a house? I like that idea. Also, bro. POV, you pull up to the crib and he's sitting on the bone throne. That is suspicious as hell. I hate that. Bro, can you imagine? Imagine setting these up at the dining room table. You get invited to a random clanny's house for like a POH house party, and the dinner table is surrounded with bone throne. Bro, why does it have ribs and stuff? Ay. Also, this one, wouldn't this be kind of sharp to sit on? I don't know. Like that end bit on that, I'm not sure about that. I'm not feeling good about the throne options. I don't know. But yeah, okay. Functional furniture. The new PH will continue to offer existing functional furniture that you may already be using, but we do plan to add a good number of new functional furniture.
$75. Sarah Dahlman.
What? I'm so confused. Thank you for the 75. I appreciate that. I'm confused. I'm very confused. It's rendered beautifully. It looks awesome. It just... Wait, are you saying you want to sit on No, we're not doing that. Absolutely not. Okay. We plan to add a good number of new functional furniture to really help the PH become the heartbeat of your game sessions. Let's paint a few pictures. A portal nexus, inspired by old school RuneScape's nexus, to help you get to places in Gilnor that matter most to you. An artifact storage unit to help archaeologists better organize themselves during excavations, while also freeing up bank space. This is fire. They've needed to do that like a million years ago. Dude, when I log into my hardcore and I type damaged, the thing that's getting damaged is me. My mental state gets damaged. Like, no, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna do this because I know a lot of people don't play Iron Man accounts. And I think I need to illustrate this for the Iron people. Like on a main, it's not so bad. Hold the phone. Okay, ignore this. Ignore this. Ignore this. Okay. Dude, anybody else love that whenever you log back in, it just destroys your entire UI for no reason? I sure do. Okay, ready? Dude, it's so bad. But, like, I can't get rid of any of these because at some point I might need them. Anyway, all that to say, like, that's a huge boot on an Iron Man. It's not even the restored ones either. A potion cauldron, which would store your potions. By drinking directly from the cauldron, you might be able to benefit from extended duration for the associated effects. Oh! Wait. You might be able to benefit from extended durations. So, does that mean they're putting Overload Cauldron in the house? The big sippy is what someone in chat said. Huh. This could be really interesting. What, okay, so if you could have a potion cauldron in your house, what would you want to put in it? That would be my big question. I think, for me, I would probably... I think I would put Cronus's bathwater in it. But what about you guys? We mixing jungle juice in the bathroom. Bro, I don't know that we want jungle juice in the bathroom. That's crazy. But I guess that's the whole point of this, right? You can put stuff wherever you want to. Hyper customizable. Dude, you could put a cauldron room in the bathroom, I guess. I don't want my overloads inside the aquarium. White monster, huge. Hexax, thank you for the 5 gift subs. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Wait, I guess if it's hyper customizable, could you do multiple cauldrons? Like, what if you had a room with 10 different potion buffs? And you went glizzy overdrive on all 10 of them. You just click through the whole list. You got all your buffs. That could be really interesting, actually. A perfect plus fountain? Yeah, okay. I mean, I like this. This would get me to go to my house for sure. The above are just some early whip ideas. We can't guarantee they'll be feasible. We've got plenty more ideas for awesome new functional furniture. Today's blog does, however, give us the opportunity to see conversations unfold around the question. Okay, well, conversations to unfold. Love the idea of a portal nexus. Love an artifact storage. Love a potion cauldron. I think all 3 are great, and they should do all 3. I'm of the opinion they should ship all 3. What do you guys think? The slurp dungeon? Dude, some of y'all's houses are going to be so sus. And I'm actually like, after this event drops, like a week later, could we do like a house tour competition day where you guys could enter and then show off your houses? And then we'd have like a prize set for the winning homes. I would actually love to. That would be so fun. RSTV cribs. Oh my God, that'd be so good. I would absolutely love that. Like, that would be awesome. Okay, Anna, we should do this. Whenever this update comes out, mark my words, we're going to do a POH competition, like a community competition for who can make the best house. That's crazy. Dude, imagine a sip room next to the bone throne. Make it an event on Twitch and give us a house badge. We could do that too. Okay, but yeah, nice. What kind of functional furniture would you find truly useful to you to access with the new POH? Have a think about this, bearing in mind that the POH should be a transitional aspect rather than something that removes you from the world or cloisters you away. Okay, so they want the POH to be a place you go for a bit and then leave. So, what are some things you do for a bit and then leave in RuneScape? For Pup, a good example of that would be Telos. So maybe we put Telos in the POH? You could put a spa in there. You could put invention machines in there, I guess, if you wanted to. I don't think invention machines make a difference because you want one next to a bank. There's not going to be a bank in the POH, so probably doesn't matter. I think it's honestly like it's teleports, farming specific teleports to places that don't have good TPs, like the Lost Grove, like the Soften and Slayer dungeon would be a good example of one. I want to send my butler on shop runs. Oh, that would be such a cool gold sink. Can you imagine paying your butler to go do your shop run for you? Put a farming patch in there. I don't know about, like, I don't think they want skilling in the house. Like, I would love to make an ornamental garden in my home, in my garden, and like have it useful for something, but I don't think they want that. I mean, a good example, you could put the crystal tree in a house. Yeah, they said no workbenches, so I would assume no farming patch either, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. But yeah, I like the existing ideas though. I think, I don't know. This sounds really boomery, but when I watch old school streamers killing Corp, where they have to keep teleporting back to the POH to restore their Adren or their spec, to keep Darklight specking, like, first off, that's absurd that they have to do that to kill Corp. Totally on board with that idea. But I like the part where they're in their house. Like a combat training dungeon could be really cool. Yeah. Would it be cool if you could put your player-owned dungeon in your basement? You know what? I actually don't hate that one. The reason I don't hate it is your POD is already instanced anyway. So realistically, you could put your POD in your POH and it doesn't change anything. Yeah, I'd actually be okay with that. Are you worried our flow becomes Anachronia House Wars? Our flow with regard to what? Like PVMing? I think realistically, I'd want to cut out Anachronia and Wars. I think the house is better. I'd put the most sus monsters in my dungeon basement. Okay, sorry. What are the most sus monsters that you can capture in a new shopty? Like, that would be most out of place in a POH basement. Bloodvelds? Its examine is the tongue of evil. I don't think they're that bad. Crawling hands? Bloodveld OSRS? Hey, yo! The fuck? What's the insatiable? Oh my god, it's just ribbed! I don't know how to say this, but I don't know that the bull milk is milk. Okay. Wow, well, that was crazy. I don't think RS3 has as many sus creatures as old school, to be honest. Like, there's nothing in RS3 that's that bad. Okay. POH Portal Nexus. Stone base removable, brass details for tiering. Which one do we like the most? I think I like F. I think I like F the most. But also, I like the idea that it's like an astrolab. Like the spinny... Is that what an astrolab is? Yeah, an astrolab. Hell yeah, I know things sometimes. Dudes rock. Yeah. I like the idea that it's sort of like an astrolab. Where it's got the, like, the spinny component. I think as long as it has the spinny component. Yeah, C is really nice too, actually. Yeah, I like C and F, I would say the most. These ones look too much like the ports portal. What about for the Halloween event? We have to trick or treat at POH and need to visit people's houses? That could be fun. But yeah, no, I like these. OSRS gyroscopic orbitals. Bro, they could have just said Astrolab. But fair enough. Okay, who's next? Decorative furniture. Alongside your functional, there's, of course, more decorative and flavorsome furniture that really allows your personal character to shine through. The PH will be the embodiment of your journey through RuneScape, celebrating your adventuring achievements and victories. Think of roaming throughout the lands and visiting different areas in order to find, unlock, and purchase furniture for your POH. As with the functional furniture, we've got a lot of great ideas which the POH will already include in order to become that embodiment. This is another opportunity for us to check in with the community conversations around this question. What are the things that you genuinely care about displaying in your POH, whether for yourself or to impress the occasional visitor with? What are moments in your game that have mattered the most to you and you want to proudly place in your POH? I would like to be able to place Hardcore Iron Man, Fast Drag 1405, Death Clip 1 in one room, and then Tall and Manly, Death Clip 2 in a different room. Let's design POH with grouping system. Visit the POH. neighborhood where people are advertising and then visit the house of the group you want to join. Ooh, could be cool, but it would need to be made really quick and easy to use, right? Like if they make it too convoluted, it just makes the system more complex. Unironically, give bosses giga untradeable jars from old school. Ooh. Yeah, dude, bosses would be like, I think it'd be cool to put something boss related. What the hell is this? Dude, I don't know why whenever I'm streaming, my YouTube doesn't work. I don't know why. Whenever I'm not streaming, my YouTube works perfectly. And it's my entire browser just lags out. Like, look at this. My whole browser just broke. I don't understand. GPU maxed out? It's not. My GPU's on like 5%. It just broke my entire computer. Look. Yeah, like my whole computer doesn't work. I literally can't click on anything. What the hell? Okay. Should I just end Chrome completely? Is that even gonna fix it? End task. Okay, I also lost Twitch chat, but that's fine. Don't worry, you guys are still on the prompter. Don't do anything bad. You guys are still on the prompter. Don't do anything bad. Yeah, that was crazy. All right, well, I'm glad we had this talk. Good talk. Use a different browser? I might have to. Okay. Let's have a gander. Okay. Yeah, so what decorations did you guys want? I think something to represent that I've got a boss pet would be cool. Like, I actually like the existing menagerie, but I actually wouldn't be against something for like log rest too. I'd be fine with, I mean, this is very biased, but something for combat mastery that would allow you to like decorate a room with like a red or a gold glow would be really cool in a POH trophy room. Have they added sailing? Not yet. Sailing's coming out next week. Trophy all that shows log rest. Imagine you go to someone's room, you just see they've got 95% of clear rewards. It'd be really cool. See, it's interesting because to you that would be cool, and to me that would be an indication that somebody needs help. But, you know, to each their own. Imagine you invite your new E-date over to your house, and then they visit it, and they see that you've completed 99% of the game, and they get the ick. They're like, you know what? This is actually too much. This is just getting a little too intense for me. Go on. Of Middle-earth, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Decommissioning the old POH. When the new arrives, old must depart. We'll be decommissioning the old POH when this update launches later this year. Makes sense. If they move to the new system, creating, editing, placing, moving, we want to provide you with an opportunity for a fresh start. Well, the room later, old PH will not be preserved. Most of your furniture will. Okay. It'll be converted. Okay. Shared community. Woo! We don't want the PH to be a singled off silo. Shared community spaces, work on the final name, are a hugely important part of construction work. Be the main way we're aiming to make this skill sociable. So what are shared community spaces? Consider getting together with your friends, showing off and enjoying each other's homes, all as though you were visiting your friend who just happens to live right around the corner. Imagine being able to see your house nestled in among your friends' houses. Okay, chat, ground rule right now. If you are on my friends list and you're going to make your house into like a crazy sus sex dungeon area, I am going to delete you from my friends list so that your house disappears from my like area. I'm just putting it out there. If your house is cursed, I will not be living with you. This aspect of the update warrants its own larger blog later down the line. We won't go much further than that now. We just want to mention today, given the emphasis we want to place on how the PH should not be a siloed part of the game. This does, of course, also affect the PH's placement within the world of Gillenor. More on that next time. Okay. Ryan's going to have no friends after this update. No, I mean, overall, this looks really good. There's not a lot of specific info, but it kind of feels like they're going to be adding, like, it's kind of like Dragon Wilds style house building to RS3. Like, I think genuinely being able to make something that you actually love and care about is really friggin' cool. Like, I think people will enjoy it just for the sake of doing it and having a space at a place that's yours. If they nail the customization on this, I think it's a banger update. I'm still not sold on the community aspect of it. Obviously, there's not a lot of info, but I think it's going to be hard to get other people to care about my house. But if they do a lot of this stuff, they could make me care about my house. And that's, you know, more than what current has, right? What do I think of the cauldron idea? I think I'm fine with it. Why don't you like it? Or what are you scared of with it? Anna already tweeted she's making a sus home? No, she isn't. Ain't no way. She would never. That's not her move. Let me sip from my friend's cauldron? The what? If my troll tries to eat your house, would you be named my house? I guess that's a good question. Also, my Chrome has graphics acceleration on. Should it be off? Is it being on what's breaking my Chrome all the time? Dear, moving auras was to not have hours of PVM. With the cauldron, will probably have an hour. Turn it off, huge. Thank you guys. I'll let you guys know if it fixes it. Could help. Cool, cool, cool. You know, that's actually very fair, New Gamer. That's actually W chatter. That's a really good point. Is yeah, if you have an hour-long overload with the cauldron at your house, is that not gonna break your PVMing up into hours anyway? That's a very, very good point. I don't really think it'll be the same as an aura, though, because aura is like the issue of them is the scarcity, right? As long as my overload cauldron is bottomless, like I think it's fine. Because realistically, I'll be able to put 100 years of overload in it. And then, yeah. You go back to your house for 2 seconds, I think it's fine. I also think if they make it in such a way that there are different tiers. So like imagine if the base tier lasts 8 minutes. And then it goes up to 15 and 30 and 45 and 60. Different people on the team might be like, all right, gotta go dip to my house really quick to re-overload. That would be fine, I think, right? I don't think anything like terrible happens with that. That would be my thinking anyway. Like, I think it would be fine. Yeah. I think it's okay. Someone also made the point that instances also only last an hour, and that is true too. They do, in fact, only last an hour. A lot of hour adjacent buffs that already break few in hours, yeah. There isn't an hour timer of some sort. There's no way to politely tell people to F off if you're bored of them. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on the person, but to me, when I go PVM with someone, there's no expectation that we'll go for any specific length of time. It's kind of just like we'll PVM until someone has to go. But yeah, that's fair. I also haven't done any group PVM since Amaskit came out, so that could be a component of it too. But yeah, no, that all makes sense to me. Cauldron should require constant refilling, otherwise it'll kill parts of the economy. But what do you mean by that, Mitzi? Also, Mitzi, you should be a VIP in here. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. Let me do that really quick as well. Congrats, gamer. It is your eyes. I meant to do that a bit ago. Because, like, I don't think they'd ever make it so that, like, your overload lasts infinitely if you put it in, or, like, one overload lasts an hour. I don't think it'll touch the economy at all. It's just when you click on it, you'll get an amount of overload based on what you clicked. So you'll be able to click, like, right-click 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. And it'll just draw, you'll guzzle the amount that you wanted to guzzle. Yeah, I don't think they'd ever make it infinite. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I was also, Enroy, assuming you fill it with doses. Yeah, surely that's like what it is. Yeah, there's no way they want to make it so that if you make enough, you get infinite overloads just sitting. Yeah, overloads how it works with keeping herbs and other pieces valuable. We don't want to not have to continue adding overloads. Yeah, no, they definitely will make it so you need to continue adding them for sure. I'd be truly shocked if that wasn't the case. You know what else I missed because I haven't been around this week, chat? How's the change to Reapers? So am I gonna get Slayer points if I kill Zammy twice? Oh my god, and we have rune metrics too. So I could put my DPM on the screen? If I wanted to? Reapers below for low-level players? Yeah, well, I'm not a low-level player, so I don't care. I was a joke. It's a joke. I was kidding. It's kidding. It's just a joke. How is my GB per hour negative 56 mil per hour? How did that happen? Also, why is my Runemetrics UI so tiny? It's so little. I need it to be bigger so that we can see my damage. Bro, someone suggested I make a rune metrics guide now that it's free because they were confused. And I kind of laughed at the idea. I was like, okay, surely you don't need to do that. And now I'm realizing that, holy crap, maybe we do. Okay. I did it. The DPM is on the screen. And then I go edit layout mode, save to custom one, save as custom one, save and exit. Big. Think they're gonna rework Zamorak and Reapers again to not be abusable but also not be bad now? I don't know. My suggestion would be they should make it really proportionally good Slayer XP. They should make it like 20k Slayer XP, if not more. And then if you actually do the fight cave or the fight kiln. That's what I would do. You don't name your layouts? I name nothing. I told Anna when we're ready to have kids, that's on her. She's the kind of person that's had a list of kid names for like 10 years. She just has a list on her phone. Like, I'm definitely going to extract like veto powers, but you know, she's a lot more fussed about the nomenclature than I am. So, you know, let her cook. Call them kid 1 and kid 2? Well, it's not that. I feel like she definitely is more concerned about that than I am. So let her cook. Okay, team. So here is the deal for today. We don't have that long to stream, bit of a short stream, but I wanted to go live as soon as I had internet. Here's the deal though. Tomorrow is our Grandmaster event, which means if you watch the stream tomorrow, you will earn a Grandmaster chat badge. Very cool. But the problem is, in order for tomorrow to be the Grandmaster event, we actually have to get Grandmaster. I have not played RuneScape since Monday. I haven't gained a single enrage since last weekend. I've not been able to play. I haven't had internet. So we need to blast up. We got to get going. Said Hex Novax is going to donate to name my kid. I don't know that I would take that one up with Anna. You know what? If you can convince Anna, I'm in. That's on her. What's my final task? It's 4K Zammy. This is my last task. But Rex trying to get the master timer. I hate the spider. Rex is such a boss. Also, I am sorry in advance if I'm like throwing a little bit. Like I've not played in like a week properly. I'm very concerned. The fact that I need to go from not playing at all to able to do stuff like 4K Zammy with no food tomorrow. I'm actually, I'm quite scared. Some reason I thought you'd already done 4K Zammy solo. Nope. Come back? What? What? Oh my god, dude, not this again. What? Dude, they did something to the demons. They absolutely messed with the demons. And it's so annoying. I don't get it. Like, I just barraged that demon. It didn't matter. This is so bad, dude. Like, I think I'm dead here, right? Woo! I'm signed to the demon. Oh my god, dude! Shit's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, bro. Like, genuinely full disrespect. It's so dumb. Okay. Also, remember why I didn't teleport? I have a rule where I'm not allowed to teleport out, ever. But that's absurd. Okay.
Feel the rage of a god.
Yeah, no. I honestly think I'm pretty happy with the, I'm honestly pretty happy with the, POH stuff. Like, it all seems really good. I also will say this, too. I'm gonna be a little bit, I don't want to say biased in favor of the update. Because it's not like, it's not that. I just think, the lead dev on the project is someone that I have worked with a lot in the past who's really, really awesome. So, I have a feeling like it's a person that I think is more than capable of confidently delivering bangers, you know? I actually don't know the full team, but I know one of the leads is Mod Ramen. And I am a huge Mod Ramen fan. I'm not charging the pad. Oh, I just used Devo. So that means I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna die when I get melee slammed here. I need to Cade. Very weird seeming, I know, but... Yeah, no. I think to me, honestly, being part of the production for a Masket, it was so obvious how much Ramen cares. And he worked so hard to get the boss into the best state possible. Like, dude, the hours he was putting in, the amount of changes and rounds of feedback, like, a Masket genuinely went through, like, over a month of, like, basically daily massive changes and fine-tuning just to get it perfect. It was an absolutely insane project. How long was Mask in dev for? Oh, I have no idea. I think Ramen and Ryan had the idea, like, way before it came out. But... I'll tell you this, I was doing playtesting pretty much daily for probably 6 weeks. Like a crazy amount of time. I have so much footage on my computer of pre-release Masket. I have so much.
Tear you asunder.
Prove it help on the next big boss, or actually be left him going blind. Oh, definitely going blind. Like I really miss being able to participate in boss releases. It's something that I've always loved. It's one of my favorite days of the year. I think realistically though, what I do is I leave it in the hands of the dev team. Where if the dev team thinks that my involvement is going to make the content better, and this applies not just to bosses, to anything. If they think that me being able to work on it will make it better, I will always say yes. For the benefit of the game. That's the actual answer. So I leave it to them. So for a Masket, I don't know. I had a lot of involvement on a Masket. I'm not gonna lie, I worked really hard on a Masket for a very long time, and a lot of the things in the fight now are things that wouldn't have happened without my involvement. Like, there was a lot of personal Ryan stuff in the boss, which is really cool, right? It was very worthwhile for me, but yeah, I absolutely miss doing boss releases. That was like my bread and butter, right? That was like my favorite thing to do. No. Okay, we're not phasing this. It's okay. But yeah, my, just based on who's working on it, my expectation is I will probably be helping with the end game boss. That'd be my guess, but I'll let you guys know either way, right? We have no secrets here, so I'll let you guys know either way. Yeah, that'd be my guess, is that I will be involved. That's a project though that just kicked off fairly recently, so. Which I don't really think is a leak. It's definitely not a leak. Surprised Pikachu when the whole combat team was working on the big combat update? What do you mean? See, the boss is Giga healing. And the boss is Giga healing, and it's all my fault. It's because of that stupid demon. No, I nulled my Omni. Okay, I lived. I would be very happy, chat, if we have no rust.
You think you've won? It will never be over. Not until you lie broken.
My HP might be too high. No, it's not. Easy kill. Okay, great. Solid recovery after a terrible start. Oh, we have a drop on the first kill. Holy moly, welcome back, dude. Okay. Dude, I'm ready to be a Grandmaster, man. We're clearly ready. We're cooking. Bam. Bro, it cut me off mid-bang. I was mid-bang. Welcome back. Amazing. Your stream days are low today? That's good to hear. I also, like, I changed so much about the stream behind the scenes. Like, nothing should look different, but I really did change a lot. Also, are you guys okay with the new camera? If you can say, like, if you didn't notice it, that's fine too. That's actually a really good thing if you didn't notice it. But I'm not fully happy with, like, the color grading and, like, stuff like that. Positioning. But it is different. Is the light color different? Yeah, so what I did is it's a different lens and it's different processing completely. So it is going to look different. You look slightly more orange, yeah. The glowing thing in the background makes me happy. I'll take it. Your mic is out of focus, annoyingly. Yeah, see, that's something too where the aim is not to annoy people, but the aim is that the focus is on my face. But yeah. Color seems different? Yeah. The color is totally different. You look more handsome? Perfect! It's very good as is? Awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I can, like... Look how moody it is now. Guys, we're all moody. Or... Look how cinematic we are. Yeah, no. I have lots of fun color grading options. But yeah. I'll go back to what we had. I think I was happy with it. Bro changing the skybox IRL, true. Yeah, so the main difference I made is I got rid of, not that you guys probably care about this, but I got rid of the old lens I was using to get the nice background blur, and instead we're doing it digitally, which means if we want to make it look like I'm on a Zoom call, hey guys, don't mind me, just here on a Zoom call. But yeah, it's digital and not optical, so it's slightly different, but it actually, it quite literally, it makes my setup take up half the amount of space as it did before, which I think is pretty cool. Bring back the glowy thing? Wait. Oh, it's out of frame. Here, I can bring it back. See the glowing thing? Look, the glowing thing's back. Yeah, the fun orb. Where did I put the smoke machine? I haven't put the smoke machine anywhere yet. So, okay, one of the things I want to do tomorrow... should I say this? You know what? I'm not going to tell you guys. There might be a surprise tomorrow. It involves a smoke machine. It does, but there's more to it than that. Thank you. This is why you're the best streamer. I got you. But yeah, no, if you guys do have any other feedback about any of the stuff, the way the stream looks, the way things sound, like everything, don't hesitate to let me know. I will never take it the wrong way. Sometimes I won't be able to do it because it's like a personal preference thing, but the goal is and has always been to have the best looking, best sounding streams we possibly can, so. Yeah, I figured, while I was out of commission for 4 days, I may as well make some optimizations to the setup. I figured I may as well. Can you wear fewer clothes? I mean, I guess. Yeah, I could. Can we bring back the double camera angle? We actually can. So what I need to do is I want to make or have made a system wherein what I can do is hold. What I want to do is, and I might need to talk to Josh about this, but I would love to make a plugin that allows you guys to connect to the channel point rewards and toggle the extra camera angle with channel points. Because I think that would be ridiculously cool. Yeah, so it wouldn't change the camera angle. It would add the second camera. I messed up my rot. It's actually over. It's so over. Yeah. It also, honestly, I might be a chat with Nathan angle too, because I wouldn't be surprised if it already exists, like the functionality to do that. Oh. 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 Okay. What a kill, chat. Look at me go. Cooking. Dude, I'm so happy there's no rest at all. I was a little worried after not PVMing for so long, but we're actually just cooking. Can we activate the smoke machine with channel plates? No. I'm actually really scared about tomorrow because it's genuinely so potent that, like, I basically filled half my house with smoke in, like, a few seconds. It was like, it was a lot, chat.
Step into the dark. Meet your death. Feel the rage of a god.
When I did mine, my wife thought I caused a fire. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to talk about the full scale of preparations that needed to be made for fire-related reasons before tomorrow's stream, but let me just say that preparations were made.
Chaos unfettered. Heed my call.
Ryan's smoke machine was not approved by his wife. So here's the thing. It wasn't this sounds bad. It wasn't not approved. It just I wouldn't call it not approved. That's the wrong answer. In reality, it was approved. She just, when I asked her, she thought I was kidding. And then when I excitedly unboxed it in front of her, she then very quickly realized that I was in fact not kidding. I don't know. I just can't fathom why you would ever want to joke about something so serious as the purchase of a smoke machine. You know what I mean? I don't understand how she thought I could be joking about something that important and serious, but you know. You think you know someone. Hello, Ryan, how are you doing? I'm doing okay, the bad 88. Like, I'm honestly, I'm well. I'm, yeah, just trying to get back into the swing of things for streaming, because I wasn't able to stream all week, and it's a long time. So, I missed you guys, put it that way. Perfect. C42, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. That's very kind. Evening Legend. Hello, wife. Someone's good. I messed up. I didn't kill the witch. Oops. I forgot the death mark. See, this is good because we want to keep the HP nice and low. If the HP is low, that's generally how we win these. Oh, I'm hitting like a bus, bro. Yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking. We are overcooking. Perfect. Good phase, good timer. Yeah, dude, we're doing it. Where's Helen at? So when I'm maging, I use a Calg. The Hellhound is more for, like, what I'm doing, like, meme kills in ranged or meme kills in melee. Oh my god! Oh, we're doomed. Maybe not. Get it? Bang! Oh! Holy, that was really scuffed. Why did I get hit at 22k? Wait, I need a replay on that. I think I did something wrong. I must have done something wrong. Oh, wow! You've earned 39 out of 300 Reaper points for the week. You've gained 40k Star XP, 0 Slayer points? Wait. Why didn't I gain any Slayer points? Am I at cap? No, the opposite. I have 10. And I'm on a task streak of 2. Oh, I think I need to get my task streak to 10 before I start getting points. Is that possible? But yeah. Does it go up? Like, does my counter go up when I get kills? Also, I need to take a quick look here. Why did I take a 21k to the face here? Okay. So this was fine. Oh, I didn't disruption shield at all. Ugh. Okay, that was ugly. That's not what you want at all. All right, fair enough. Yeah, that'll do it. Task speed does not increase. Wait, so does that mean potentially there's a world where I actually don't gain? Does that mean I possibly won't get any task progress? I guess. Where's the wheel? I didn't die. You may want to hit up Jacqueline. Yeah, you might have to. How's your combat feeling? I think for most people, to be honest with you, a lot better. I think in general, the combat update has been liked. But there are a lot of, like, endgame concerns with, like, power creep and, like, some stuff isn't super balanced and, like, all the rest. But like, actual core, like, gameplay, for a lot of people have been pretty happy with it. I haven't fully decided how I feel about it. I think the big thing for me is I liked Magic before the update, and I still can do Magic after the update, and it's similar to what it was before. So that's what I'm happy about, but... There's definitely a little bit of controversy for sure. Like, it's not like, oh, this is the greatest update ever and everybody loved it. It's been like, some people have absolutely hated it. Some people quit the game. I think in terms of, like, less experienced players, it's done everything that it was supposed to. So there's a reason I won't be doing that.
Step into the dark. Meet your death. Heed my call. Feel the rage of a god.
But the reason is good. The reason I will not be doing that is because, similar to every 4K kill I have ever done at the other bosses, except for possibly one. What? It's gotta be a 4K no food.
That's your plan. The edicts.
I love that I just immediately sighed. Hi, Crash, how are you doing? Dude, I don't even know exactly what happened there, but it wasn't good, that's for sure. prayer? My prayer's on. That's good.
Chaos unfettered.
So this phase is going to be bad. I think what I should do is I should probably reset my spawn here. Actually, maybe we're fine. Whatever, YOLO. Sometimes the YOLO is good. But yeah, hi Crash. Hope you're taking care. But you're pushing damage over. Crash, I'm becoming a Grandmaster tomorrow. Where have I been? I missed the TLDR on the POH. Where have I been? So a storm knocked out my power, which knocked out my internet. We're dead. Yeah, I realized I rezzed on cooldown and I didn't prep. It's okay. Just kind of did my rot wrong. Yeah, but basically I had no internet for 4 days. It was actually terrible. My entire operation ceased to function completely. Like, it genuinely broke everything. All right, I owe you guys a wheel spin. I'll do it. Attempt the next kill with range. Okay. See, here's the thing. This is what we don't want. Because in reality, I want to get as many kills as I can before tomorrow. But I'll do it for my people. Let's go. I mean, realistically, though, it works out fine. I just, as long as I don't die, right? Should we use the preset of Destiny? Yes, we should. Yes, we should. Okay. Let's use the extremely serious preset of Destiny. Range book. I need range stun. I need Helen heal, and let's go. I like the Draco one so much more. Yeah, I'm of the opinion, I think the Dracolich was actually better, but this is the setup I have handy with a preset, so it's what we're gonna do. Hi, where was I? I had no internet for 4 days. It was terrible. And then the worst part is, I talked about this at the start of stream in more detail, but the entire RS Guy Productions operation runs off of a NAS, so like a network drive that is also reliant on me having internet connection to work. So quite literally, not only did I lose the ability to stream or edit or access any of my files, but so did Nathan.
Hex Novax donated $30. I'm secretly Bill Gates and have billions.
Oh. Thank you, secretly Bill Gates. I very much appreciate the 30. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you, and I appreciate the support. Stop! It's fine. Saved. I'm not sure how good that is, but it's fine. Let's go. Stop dodging. Thank you.
That's your plan. The edicts. Chaos unfettered.
Okay. Next up, hotspot on my phone. So I actually did do a lot of hotspotting, but you can't hotspot, or at least I couldn't hotspot my NAS. That was the problem. Can I say something about ranged? I am not a fan of the lack of bleeds. It's actually very difficult to use the style, because you basically just have no bleeds.
Actually think that this will work, don't you? That Gothix's old tricks will stop me, and this world will burn!
I have to cade there. I didn't want to die. I think it was kind of lame that I did that, but I think it was the right move. By the way, too, if you're wondering what this is an equilibrium range preset, and this is like basically our first time trying it. It, honestly, it's pretty mid. I'm not, like, fully pleased with its performance. It's pretty okay. But, you know, my mobile plan's actually sick, so the way that it works is if in any month I don't use all my data, it actually just banks it and lets me use it the following month. Isn't that sick? So I was fine on data. I used about 50 gigs, and I had another like 200 gigs that I could have used if I needed it. Yeah, isn't it crazy? The idea that like treating data like something that you purchase and pay for and can use whenever you want. Double ISP time? Yeah, so here's the thing. I am literally possibly... You guys don't know the full details on this, but my immigration interview is literally on Monday. So if it goes well, which I really hope it does, I will be eligible to move at any point, in which case I will consider a double ISP in my destination place. I'm not going to do it now, a few weeks before I'm leaving. That just feels very pointless.
I will tear you asunder! Heed my call! Feel the rage of a god!
Helen, don't die! Helen lived. Big. W, W, W. Yeah, one thing about magic at Sammy, or sorry, range at Sammy is like, dude, you just cannot stall the heal at all. You just can't. As soon as I get the green light, it's more of a card than a light, but, no, that's a joke, sorry. Terrible joke. But yeah, I'm planning on moving pretty quick. Because, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be very bittersweet. For sure, it's gonna be very bittersweet, but, yeah. Anna and I are... We've been ready to start our life together, you know? That's the best way I could put it. It's like the understatement of the century, but... Can you call in sick since Haven Heights release? Wait, did I say my interview's Monday? Sorry, my interview's Tuesday. It's the 24th. Yeah, my bad, my bad, my bad. Helen died. No! Dude, I honestly might just wait. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. I don't know if this makes sense to wait. It probably doesn't. Like, this is probably stupid, but whatever. I'm glad the witch is alive, though, because then the witch can heal the boss. Yeah.
This world will burn!
Yeah, I actually think that was probably the right move. Yeah. Dude, these kills with range are hard. Like, I just want to go into last phase with a chance. Do you have a place ready to go? We don't. The reason we don't is if I get denied and we have to put down a year on a place that we're not actually eligible for me to live in, that would be, like, genuinely devastating. So... That was the thinking. Slightly better to wait. But yeah, basically, as soon as we get the yes, though, we have a bunch of places that we're like... We've got a bunch of finalists, put it that way. Helen, no! Dude, every time, bro. My adren is bad, and we're in trouble. I'm a chef. Holy crap. Yeah, dude, range damage? 11, like, that's not bad. 11-minute kill, we didn't sign, we one cycle. Oh, it's Ring of Retribution full book? Like, I'm in, bro. That's fine. That could have been way worse. Get the once you're approved, yeah, exactly. Planning on maintaining dual citizenship? Yes, I have. I can probably say this, yeah. I mean, I'll just be honest. I love being Canadian. I've always loved being Canadian. I will always be Canadian. I don't care that my taxes are higher. I don't care. Yeah, no, doesn't matter. So I will, until the day I die, I will continue to be Canadian. So I'm not rescinding. I'm open to becoming a dual citizen in the future potentially, but I have absolutely no interest in rescinding my Canadian citizenship or status. I'm happy to continue paying Canadian taxes. What does Ring of Retribution do? It makes you reflect more damage. It's like a Ring of Suffering in old school, but it's like actually kind of goated when you take big damage. Why is my memory high even after clearing cache? How high is it? Yeah, that's a good kill. Go from playing Taco Puck Maple Syrup Canoe with a friend. What the hell is that? Taco Puck Maple Syrup? But yeah, so I'll be a permanent resident in the States, and then, oh, I need aura resets. Yeah, I think long-term our plan is, more likely than not to settle in Canada, actually. But we'll see what happens there. 1.4 gig? Yeah, that's not a lot. That's normal. Yeah, that's just a normal amount of RAM. Mine's probably a lot more than that. What's a Canada? Ooh. Oh, you know, this and that. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be so weird streaming from a different place. I've streamed in this room for probably like 7 years, 8 years, like a very long time. The same thing. Enrage hell really works out for you. Know how much my nightmare process is. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a very, very long process, but we're at the last step, so we should be all good. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it, right? We got married in June of 2024? And it's now March of 2026. And I'm still not allowed to live with her. In the States. Yeah, so it's been... Like, we're getting closer to 2 years, right? But hey, it is what it is, right? It'll all be worth it when it's done. You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the end of the... Wait, you don't live with your wife? How does that work? Comments. That I'm really looking forward to. Long overdue? Yeah, I mean, honestly... Both of us are just like more than ready, right? That's the real thing is
Feel the rage of
I think Anna is definitely losing her mind at home because we both decided we just continue living at home because it's a good way to, you know, save some money and it sets us up a lot better for our future. So we both sent it, and I feel kind of bad because I actually like I am very fine living at home. Like I don't mind it. I've lived at home before. I've lived elsewhere before. Like I'm fine either way. But yeah, she has not taken super well to the living at home thing. But also with like current rent prices and stuff, it's so expensive that like it wasn't worth her getting a place for herself. But yeah. All that to say, we are both collectively looking forward to it a lot. Are you gonna let your kids play RS3 or old school first? It's a good question. I would presume RS3. Well, it depends, right? If they're the kid subclass that thinks their dad is cool, they'll probably want to play RS3, because that's what I'll be playing. But if they're the archetype that thinks their dad is, like, super giga lame, then maybe they'll play old school just to spite me. You never know, right? Oh! My! Okay, note to self. We can't do that strat anymore. The enrage is too high. RS3 on Legacy? We ain't doing that. Makes sense to stay at your parents instead of being your own. Yeah, it's so interesting the way that it like, because okay, when I grew up, right? When I grew up, rent was like, in Canadian dollars, like 500, 600 bucks a month, whatever. And it was always like, everyone around in society, it was always about like moving out as soon as you possibly can. I moved out when I was 17 and specifically picked a university that was really, really far away from my parents. And then the economy has changed so much for younger people that like the meta now is like literally live at home as long as you can possibly handle it. If you have a solid relationship with your parents, W. Like that is the biggest boon of all time. Yeah, it's interesting how it's changed. I was looking recently because for part of the immigration, you have to look at and list all of the addresses you've ever lived at. And I was just very curious, like, oh, I wonder what the rent is at my old apartment. It was like not a nice apartment at all. Very, very crappy in like a small university town. And I looked it up, and for me, it was like 500 and something bucks a month when I was in school. And I wasn't even in school that long ago. Like I was in school just before COVID, basically. And rent was, it was more than double. And it was like, holy shit, like that's crazy for like the world's crappiest, not well maintained, not even clean, like terrible apartment. So yeah, anyway, it's been an interesting shift because when I started streaming, like it was very cool. Like when you were flaming someone, you'd be like, I bet you probably live with your parents. Used to be like an insult. And now it's like the opposite, man. Oh, I bet you live with your parents that are saving for your future responsibly. It's like it's so interesting to think about. I think it's interesting anyway. Now that we're adults, they want to charge 3,500 for a 400 square foot apartment. Well, that's the thing, right? I'm looking at pretty minimalistic apartments with Anna. We're looking at anything, right? Apartments, townhouses, homes, like whatever we can find. And, yeah, it's pricey out there. But I also do know that Minneapolis is one of the more expensive cities, so... But so is my hometown, too, of Ottawa, Canada, is also just, like, giga expensive, so... Oh my goodness. Stop. Stop! Do not phase it! No! I'm dead. I have to abort. I have to abort. I know this. I know this. I know this. I know this. We gotta hit the abort. So the weird thing here is if I get a curl up, my amort is going to be on cooldown. So I actually think I just AFK here for a bit. Yeah, let's do it. It feels weird to do this, but I actually think that's the only way to not kill me. Right, Anna gonna live in pupper in my basement to save money? Nah. I mean, honestly, Anna and I have both been saving for a really long time. She hasn't been working as many years as me. She's only been working for like 3 years now, but I've been working and saving for 10 years, right? Like we're gonna be fine. There's a bit of like sticker shock, but we're really like fortunate to be in a position where we're gonna be fine. Which, I mean, realistically, right? Just the ability to do that is... I feel very, very lucky. Here's a question. Why is Smoke Cloud not on my bar, and it's instead my stun? I haven't used Smoke Cloud, I think, all day.
Think you've won? It will never be over! Not until you lie broken!
Okay. Stop! I lived. Okay, ready, go. So here's the Devo. There's the wand. There's the big hit. Omni. Ember Staff, Ember Staff. Good kill! You shouldn't feel lucky you worked really hard for this. Yeah, that's fair too. That is fair, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of luck involved too. Maybe the right word is blessed, but I don't like to use the word blessed because I think it has religious connotations. Where I'm personally not like a super religious person. But yeah, really it's that. SC is on Bart's backslash. Yeah, I think during that kill, it was my stun instead. So the whole kill I kept trying to smoke cloud, it just wouldn't work. So waiting for the next Minecraft Hunger Games video. Oh, it's coming coming soon. Don't worry. You know what you should do, Octon Cake? You should make sure to watch every video that gets uploaded, just in case it's the Hunger Games. Says the guy with a blessed flask in their inventory. I mean, I guess. Guys, we're at 3,800. Okay. I think realistically, this is great because I'm not gonna lie, my aim, what we were supposed to do for the Grandmaster arc is I was gonna get 10 kills off, and we were gonna do the last 10 kills. But if we have to do 19 kills in one stream, like we can, it's fine. I realistically have 7 hours to get Grandmaster. The only thing is, most of the like fanfare and the craziness is planned for the final kill. But that's okay. We'll make it work. Today's the 10th day of pushing? That's not too bad, to be honest. Good song. Great song, in fact. What different thing are we doing for the last 10? So... okay, I'm actually currently wrestling with a couple different ideas. One of the ideas is we could do a bunch of interesting / fun challenge kills for the last 10, including like do a kill with magic, melee, ranged, necromancy, like just actual combat style cycle to show that we've truly mastered Zammy. But then the other idea would be to make the final kill a really, really sick 4K no food for unlocking Grandmaster with lots of other kind of fun stuff happening simultaneously. So I'm not sure if I want to make the last bunch of kills cool, like more cool than a normal kill. I think it might just depend how the push goes, right? Like realistically, depends a lot on the push. The other thing too is I am down to do more pushing off stream tonight too. It's my oops. Oh, I messed this up big time. It's my brother's 30th birthday today, and I wasn't meant to be doing anything with him. But he's been sick this week, and hold. Dude, it's so hard putting together complete sandwiches while PVMing. I really do envy, like, I don't envy the people at Subway at all. It's hard. Yeah, it's his 30th today, and he's been sick this week, so everyone expected we'd be doing something, like, with friends and stuff. So I figured he'd have plans, and he'd be coming over for dinner, like, a different night. But because he was sick, he didn't make any plans with friends, so right before starting the stream today, I found out that his new plan is to come by this evening. So I will not be streaming super late. Because you only turn 30 once, chat. I'm an idiot. I missed a prayer, Blake. Lumber strikes back, 4K Zammy, and then you're gonna take us to AOD? Those exact things in that exact order. Oh, thank goodness it didn't land on Barrow's Die something. I'm literally running out of stuff to Barrow's Die. I'm fine with that. Okay. I want to get this kill though if I can. Rigged? I know, right? Ageflation is a thing. 45 is the new 30. I mean, the, like, state of the world, especially with COVID and stuff too, has actually resulted in a bit of a I'm trying to think of the right word for it, but it's kind of like a life phase shifting a little bit. Where, like, I know people say, like, 30s are the new 20s, and, like, that's absolutely a gigacope, but I actually do think that 30 is probably the new 25. Like, there's definitely been a shift of a few years. I didn't even realize you were doing the wheel today. Yeah, well, I wasn't planning on dying at all, which would have made the wheel irrelevant, but yeah, that's why we did a kill with range a little bit ago. My 30th got ruined by a popped tire. Oh no. Preach, brother, I'm not old. Sometimes people think that I'm like in my mid 40s or 50s. It's very scary. I'm actually very curious to see what happens to the streamer generation as they age. Because there's a component of watching streamers where the streamer you watch, like, either you're like entertained by them, you're morally aligned with them, you relate to them. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens when, like, the current big generation of streamers are trying to stream in their, like, 40s and 50s and 60s. I'm, like, super curious about it. Because I could see it going so many different ways, right? I could see it phasing out. And the household names not being household names anymore, but they've done so much in terms of growing their brands and stuff that, like, I don't know. Like, maybe we'll just be, like, watching 60-year-old Ludwig do a Nuzlocke at an old folks' home. You know? Like, maybe that's just what it's gonna be. It could happen. Omen's been doing that for years? True, 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 true. Didn't consider that. 32, I'm gonna be a father in a few weeks, and I'm still on RuneScape. See, that's always an interesting one, too. Because I think for a lot of people, people expected that they would outgrow RuneScape. Like, oh, it's a game. But then, as people have, like, kind of aged up a bit, video games have become so much more mainstream and normalized that, like, you know what I am actually pretty excited about, though? I think a lot of sort of more elderly people in this generation that got a lot of their entertainment, and my late grandfather would be a good example of this, right? They got a lot of their fulfillment in life and entertainment and everything else off of physical things and physical attributes. And it's very hard, right? When you're... hold. Yeah, when you're physically not capable of doing the things that make you feel fulfilled anymore. But I feel like for our generation, like, dude, when I turn 80, like, if I got some stuff going on up here, League of Legends, done. I've got my age 80 to 100 sorted. Like, why wouldn't you? Like, I mean, I'm memeing about League of Legends, but, like, realistically, I actually think video games are going to be a massive industry for older people. Why wouldn't you just, like, put yourself in a different body in an AR and, you know? AR is like augmented reality, not assault rifle. I realize AR in Canada, different from AR in other places. But yeah, Joe, what a decent amount of hardware care these days. I mean, realistically, for like a casual timer, I would say like 3 minutes is decent. Like, there are people that do consistent casual times that are faster than that, but I'm at 5? Cool. I mean, once again, that's very relative, right? If you're learning the boss, it doesn't mean 5 is bad, but there's probably some room to grow. Something I would know a lot of. Know a lot about. How's Twitch going? It's going okay tonight. Considering I haven't played in a lot of days, I'm trying to get us to striking distance, because tomorrow is the Grandmaster event, no matter what. We have to do it tomorrow. We are fully obligated. I'm actually quite excited to see how tomorrow goes. I think it's going to be really cool to have a Grandmaster chat badge that people that were here for the stream get. I just think that's a really cool thing. Why not Tuesday? What's happening on that day? Oh, you know, nothing important. Yeah. I also am likely not going to be missing streams for my immigration interview. That'd be my guess. If I don't get in, I will definitely not be streaming on Tuesday, because that's going to be truly devastating, but I'm going to leave Monday night late. So we're going to do a big Haven Heights release, and then after like a 10 or 8 or 11 or 12 hour stream or whatever it may be, I will drive to Montreal. I'm spending the night in Montreal because my interview's at 8 a.m. and you got to be there way early as well the following morning. So I'm not doing a 2+ hour drive in the morning where I'd have to leave at like 5. So I'm spending the night, and then interview should be done by like 9. I should be back home by like midday. I mean, I guess there's a world where I don't stream. If I'm like, actually, no, Anna's at work. Yeah, no, I'll be around. Oh my god, dude. Devo! Kid! Oh my god! That was terrible! How am I out of food? What happened, chat? Chat, I was so good at the video game. Remember when I was like insane at the video game? And now, you know? That was deeply pedestrian of me. I didn't phase it. Oh my god, dude. Okay, wait. I don't know what to do. Just... Oh, no. Dude, I think I'm dead here, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is death. I can't believe I've done this. Name your child Zamorak? Only if it's on the wheel. It's not on the wheel, I can't do it. So this is that phasing that's really bad, because I think I'm getting a melee slam, like, immediately. Yeah, we love these, we love these. See, that's the thing about Sammy, man. Like, it's just, Oof, hurts. Well, I know right away. Yeah, they'll tell me on the day. So if it goes well, they will take my passport on the spot, and then they'll mail it back to me, and it'll have a permanent residency in it. Okay, overload up. All right. How's bro out in 4K? Yeah, bro's washed. What's your Zamorak enrage? Okay, in my defense, I was pushing at like an incredible pace. I really was. And then I lost internet for 4 days. Like, it's not fully my fault. I didn't crit anything. It's okay. Yeah, because I wasn't critting there, I made the decision to slow phase it. Stick? B. How low's the boss, though? 70k, perfect. All right. Let's close it out. Just quick chat my group enrage. Oh, what, you mean like this one? Oh, what is my group enrage? Oh, it's 60,000? Wait, really? It goes that high? Wow, really impressive. What a skillful PVMer. That's truly shocking. Oh, oh my god, I almost died. Okay. Can I fix the entangle on a demon? Because goddamn, I know it's scary, isn't it? It's like a fight for my life every time I want to just close out a kill. All right, team. Let's close out this kill. Bang. And 3,800% completed, which means we are 19 kills from 4K. We can easily do that in one stream tomorrow. Easily. I might try to do a couple more kills later tonight off stream, but I'll take it. I'm just glad we closed it out. How does it go badly after all the work so far? You say something bad in the interview? No, it's a little kind of wishy-washy, to be honest with you, Clara. Like, it could be a lot of different things, but we should be good, though. Stream doesn't end until you do it, right? Tomorrow, yeah. I'm not ending stream until I'm 4K. Even if it takes me 48 hours. If it takes me 48 hours to get 19 Zammy kills, though, I am not your goat. But, yeah, with that said, team, it's time for me to call it for tonight's stream. Thank you all so much for watching and tuning in. I appreciate it. And sorry again for being gone for so long. Like, shutting down everything. No videos, no nothing for that many days. It sucked. I'm really happy to be back. I'm excited for tomorrow. We're going to be starting at around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the push-a-thon. And it's going to be sick. But yeah, with that said, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Enjoy your evenings. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to raid over to... Let's see who is live doing what. You know what I might do? I might send you guys over to Critchia, who's playing a hardcore. I want to get you guys mentally thinking about hardcore Iron Man. All right? I'll explain why later. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your evening, and I'll see you next time.